good afternoon. We are in the country of India, Bengaluru, and it's Korea against China in the third place game of the Fiba Women's Asia Cup. Well, it's all about this. They've been grinding away, getting to this point. Both these teams coming off tough losses, especially China, who lost a real thriller last night in their semifinal against Japan, and Korea were soundly beaten by Australia in the first semifinal. So now both of these teams wanting to finish the tournament on a high. We've already seen the Philippines today secure their Division A status, winning against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and we just watched Chinese Taipei put a real hurting on New Zealand to clinch 5th place. Now it's about getting to the podium. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mick Bett, and who has a tougher task today? I suppose we both agree that maybe China think they let one get away last night.
Oh, talking to the coaching staff, you've had a few conversations with assistant coach Michelle Timms. Jeff, they just look at that last 5 minutes, 9 up with 5 minutes to play and in control, and it just all went south from there. Now look at these two teams. China will be, despondent, to the point of disillusion really from last night's game, and coming out maybe a little flat. But I do see a Korean team that's fairly beaten up. They will not be playing all players. They will look down at China and think, well, China's just going to want to get some payback for last night. So I see that Korea might be the more apprehensive about this game. China just needs to find elements that will make them confident and get them growing. I think that's it. So I fully expect China to win this, but it may take a good half before they get on top of it.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tuning in, folks. It's the FIBA Women's Asia Cup, and we're in Bengaluru, India, and it's the third place game between China and Korea. Now, both of these teams will see next year's FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in Spain. Now it's all about trying to finish this tournament on a high, and as China come out, get a good look at them. We're going to have the national anthems here in just a second. We'll see Korea, Mick, and I suppose you have to really tip your hat to the Koreans for really accomplishing their main aim, and that was to make sure they're going to be in Spain next year.
No, absolutely. That win over New Zealand really capped that tournament, didn't it? That was the pinnacle for them, reaching the World Cup. In fact, for all these teams coming in, the first aim would have been make the World Cup, then get them onto the podium next, and then see where you stand at the end of this. So Korea getting to the World Cup. They've got 1 year to prepare for that tournament, 1 year and 1 month really, as it's in September. A nice trip to sunny Spain, and it will be nice and warm there. If we presume it's going to be in Tenerife, where we're hearing rumours as the Korean team come onto the floor. Park Ji-soo, 19, last of all, 18 years of age, the very tall Korean. Well, there will be national anthems, China first, and then that of Korea, and then we get 3 minutes and we get this game ready to play.
So we will pause in the commentary now for the national anthems, both of China and Korea. China meet at midcourt, and we're going to look at the referees here in just a second. We'll also look at the rosters and the starting lineups for both of these teams. I'm guessing China probably, you'd have to say it, in better strength, even though they haven't had Chen Jiaozhua, their normal starting point guard, with a finger injury. Son Mengran has been limping around with a bum knee, but has started to play more minutes. Korea, they seem a bit tired and banged up. Kim Danby hasn't been playing, but Mick, as we look at the referees, why don't you chime in?
Lim, Fernandez, and Boye from Malaysia, Australia, and I'm not sure what the middle one is. Jeff, what's that?
Thailand?
Thailand? I don't think so.
Not 100%.
Tahiti.
No, I don't think so.
No. We'll find out. That's an interesting one then. So we get the. I never know which roster's coming up first, Jeff. I presume it might be the Chinese. We're looking down the Chinese end. But whichever it is, we'll talk about it on the bounce. China it is indeed. Li Yuru down there, the bottom, 18 years of age. Missed out the first half because of coach's decision yesterday. Came in the second half, scored 13. It wasn't enough to turn the game in China's favor. I'm sure she'll get a start tonight. She is the up-and-coming superstar on the right there of Chinese basketball. Gao, Zhao, Xiao, and Shen make up that semi-alliteration of poetic basketball players. There is Xiao Ting, who is a true veteran on this Chinese team. And the coaching staff there, they've got about 10 members of the coaching staff come with them, Jeff. I've never seen so many coaches, assistant coaches, managers, etc., etc. And as for Korea, hit by injuries, number 8, I think it is, Kim Han-byul is injured. 13, Kim Dan-bi is injured, and 10, Bae Ayun is injured. They may play, they may not play. They're out there warming up. We think that in probability is it will be tough for them to get out there and risk further injuries. You never know. There's the lineup. Didn't get a chance to sing my praises of my pronunciations there. There's Sim So-young, the little diminutive point guard for Korea. Had a good game in the quarterfinal in the 5-8 playoff semi-final yesterday. There's Yim 11, very good player herself. Got going because her partner in crime is Kim Dan-bi, who didn't play the first half yesterday and not much of the second half either. Got going herself. Seo, the head coach, did a good job, Jeff, I think.
I think so. See Kim, number 8, and
well, she's not going to play. That's not her anyway, is it? Han-byul. That's not Kim Han-byul anyway.
No.
She's on the bench injured. She wasn't in the 3-minute warm-up just, and she definitely won't play. Shouting will for China.
Yeah.
And Lu Jiming, tough night at the office yesterday. He took some responsibility for the loss. And the finger pointing.
I'm sure he pointed a finger at himself, yeah, as you said.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he should, really.
He's going to make sure the players perform tonight.
Coach Seo, as you mentioned, has done a good job. Yeah, the referee from Tahiti, obviously.
It was Tahiti?
Yes, Tahiti, because obviously now they're a part of Asia, yeah, with the South Pacific. That's why I think it's something both of us.
Mick? For not believing you in the first time?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Apologies.
Apology accepted, Jeff. Well done. Any of these Chinese players, Jeff, make the all-tournament team?
Yeah, I think so.
There'll only be one, though, at the 3rd or 4th place. Only going to get one, and aren't they, really?
You never know. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Bengaluru, India. It's the Fiba Women's Asia Cup. And it's China and Korea. Both teams falling in tough games yesterday. Well, certainly China lost a game they probably think they should have won to Japan. So they will again battle for 3rd place. Im pulls up, and Li Yuru, who was unceremoniously yanked out of the game just a minute into the contest yesterday, the 18-year-old, she is back in the starting lineup. And Xiao Ting drives in, misses, and Park Ji-soo scraps away, and I think, it's going to be, I thought it was going to be China ball, but the ball goes over to Korea.
Tell you what, Park Ji-soo will be in a battle at the end of this game because she's going to get bombarded left, right, and center. The question is, how long can she stay in the game because she's prone to foul trouble.
Yes, she is, and she's had her share of hits as well. She's been feeling it. Im almost had it knocked away. A little bit of a mismatch. No, Quack pulls up and banks it and misses.
Look at Lee Yaru run, Jeff. There she is.
Yes, she does move very well for her size.
Tough miss.
Those young legs. Ooh, almost a turnover there. Quack hands it off. Now Im has it. Shot clock winding down. And shot clock violation. Oh, no, that's going to be China ball, surely. It is indeed. Korea shot the ball pretty well yesterday against Australia, but you got to play well in all aspects, all facets of the game to beat the Opals, and they just did not. They couldn't stop the Australian offense, and they couldn't get any rebounds when they had to. And a push. What do you think about, these traditional rivals? We know China have all the incentive and the pressure, and they're supposed to win this game, but Korea have the look of a team that they're ready to really rise to the occasion. Although here they just left Zhao Xuan wide open.
Yeah, big communication breakdown defensively there. I'm not sure what was going on. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. China are expected to win. Win fairly big, I would think, too. In double digits at least.
And three-pointer is good. So
I think Korea, with all the injuries to top-line players, it's going to be a difficult ask for these guys.
It will be.
Three shooting like that from
Kang.
From Kang will help, that's for sure.
Well, nice move inside, but the ball stays out. But again, that problem of getting the ball for Korea.
Oh,
and there is Park Ji-soo. Look at her handle the ball.
This reminds me of a game early in the tournament where Lee went 1 for 10 in the first quarter.
And Park Ji-soo short. Park Ji-soo really kind of took over the game against New Zealand and the game they had to win to get to the World Cup. But other than that, she hasn't really been at her best. And Gao Song catches it down low and lays it up and in.
Jeff, it's mesmerizing how Lee Yaru sat down 19 minutes of that first half yesterday. Just beyond belief.
And Im and Quack misses. I'll tell you another reason the incentive
knocked on the door of the bank there to see if it was open.
No, the bank was closed.
It was indeed.
Don't knock so hard next time. And Lu Wen's going to check in, and Lee Yaru again goes out of the game pretty early, as does this time. Is it Gao Song?
Xiaoting's
no,
out.
Xiaoting's out. Yeah, number 7. So
quiet start for her.
Zhu Limin. So this will be an interesting matchup for Park Ji-soo, how she does against Huang Hongpen. Here's him. The Koreans are on quite a roll in the Fiba Women's Asia Championship, getting to the podium. Kang misses.
Yeah, they're a good program, Jeff. There's no doubt about it. They're fundamentally sound.
They've made it to the podium the last 8 editions of the event, dating back to 2001. And that is not a string that they want to see come to an end.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think if Australia and New Zealand hadn't been here, it would be a foregone conclusion. Third best team here in terms of the old format.
That's right. So the competition has changed, and the foul ball against China.
She comes in, and Zhao sits down, Jeff. Good call. She's a good shooter.
And she has been probably their best shooter, their most consistent shooter. Kwak up high. Good cross-court pass to Yim. Count it!
You know what? Yim has a good chance of making the All-Star team if they win. Just a very, very good player. Her ability to catch and shoot is outstanding.
And now the entry pass. And Lu Wen.
Good play from Lu Wen. Stuck with it. Encountered all sorts of problems at low post. First time around.
And nice touch pass over to Kwak, and she banks it in.
Soft touch from Kwak. Bank was open that time. Knocked twice and you shall enter.
Song puts up a soft little shot, but it goes off the rim and then off of Hwang Hong-pin. So there's a certain feistiness that we're seeing from Korea today that really it feels like we haven't seen it for the entire tournament. And also confidence.
Yeah. There's a bit of atmosphere in as well, Jeff. You know, there's a big following here for the Chinese team. Lee Yoru's back in. I don't know how you could actually not play this China team without the big youngster.
Long one no good, and Hwang Si-jin comes in, gets the rebound. And now look at Lee Yoru posting up. Oh, they're going to count it.
Jeff, I don't know whether you noticed the work that Lee Yoru did. A split second before the pass, maybe a second. Look at, she's just backing Park Ji-soo down the whole time until you get closer. That's like picture perfect post play, alliteration, Jeff.
But what do you do if you're Park Ji-soo? Should you not just step to the side and let her fall down?
Well, as soon as you step to the side, I'm going to ease you out even more to the side, you see, and then you become more of a disadvantage. It's, you know, with the body that Lee Yoru's got, it's just out. And the intelligence, unbelievable stuff. And there's an interception here. And she even steals the ball, too.
Oh, that's a bad turnover. Now Li Ming quickly inside to Hwang Si-jin. She hands it off to Lee Yoru, and Lee Yoru continues to re-emerge for China. Park Ji-soo gets in, misses, gets her own rebound. And now from the right, and Hwang Si-jin fouls Kwak, who's been hitting that jump shot, but look, she is tired. She's gonna have to come out shortly, you would imagine. That's a big play, though.
She's been so consistent, Kwak. It's a poor foul from
you don't foul the jump shooter,
No, no. You just get a hand up, bother it, get it hand in the eyes, in the sight line. This young lady has just been a top performer.
Doesn't convert it. She steps inside the line, and Park Ji-soo with the rebound. Now Kwak in the open floor, and that was a bit sloppy by Kwak. Now she up to Hwang Si-jin, and Hwang Si-jin, and then look who's there to clean up the mess. No, she's not, but Lu Wen gets it. Now Hwang Si-jin hands it off to Shi, and then Sim reaches in, knocks it away.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best look. They should have gone lateral, then diagonal.
Kang pulls them to within 1 point.
She's got ice in her veins, Jeff. She's got a soft touch on that J.
An offensive foul called on Lee Yoru for posting up.
Tough one. Tough one. She's probably Park's probably sold this to the referees.
Jisoo Park, or Park Jisoo, for first foul.
Can you imagine if you had a USA versus the world game, right? Now bear with me now. Lee Yaru and Fujioka on the same team. We're talking game.
You might even put Park Jisoo in there.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, you are talking a ball game.
Sim outside to in. Good! The Koreans are hot!
Wow.
They have taken the lead.
That is gutsy play from this Korean team. Zone for Korea.
China get it in and power their way up with Lee Yoru.
Just fundamentally, she's got everything.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Korea, they are battle tested. They have played a mean schedule here. Rebound goes outside to Kwak. 144 now. Sim gives up to Park Jisoo. Kang. And that pass was telegraphed by Kang. And look at Hwang Si-jin. And Hwang Si-jin lays it up and in.
Yeah, she's a good athlete, Hwang Si-jin. Just got a hand in the passing lane. Errant pass back to the point. Easy two for China.
Oh, they find Park Jisoo. What a play, but she missed it. But was it a tug that was called on Lee Ming?
Well, Park Jisoo's gone down as well, so hopefully there's no injury there, because this is just exciting basketball. I think she's
had ankle issues in this entire tournament. Yeah. I think that's why we haven't seen the best of her.
Yeah, she's holding the left ankle too, Jeff.
Do you remember the game that she fouled out of early in the second half?
Yeah, I do.
Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, she just turns it there.
Yeah.
So there was no foul, Jeff. That's the bizarre thing about it. The ankle caused the shot to miss. Lee Meng just got underneath her.
In this situation, is she best trying to walk it off?
Yeah.
Stay out there?
Yeah, suck it up. Suck it up, buttercup, as they say in Canada, where I'm from. Hear it all the time. Come on, Mick, suck it up.
You say Canada, I say Canada.
Yeah.
You say tomato? So she's trying to stretch, take it off. I mean, she was a revelation as a 15-year-old in 2014 at the World Cup in Turkey. So this is a few years on.
Well, she's lined up 6-7 inches past front of the free throw
different
line.
Player. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure you would take Lee Yoru over her if you were building a team, but
well, she'd be right there.
Park Jisoo has a lot of upside.
Imagine if you had a World Under-19 team, eh, Jeff? Come on. Those two would right be qualifying for it.
She will come out after making the free throws, and this is where you have to have a good physio and try to figure out how do we help Park Jisoo. She's going to get some treatment at the end of the bench. There you see, she's going to go over. Anyway, back to the game. It's 16 apiece. And Korea getting as good as they're getting right now. And Lee Ming drives in, puts it up, and misses, but gets the rebound. And now the follow is good.
Pretty play, Jeff. That's a pretty play, and wonderful work from Lee Ming.
Pass it well over to Kang. Good, another one from her, and Korea go back in front. How about Kang? She's been on fire the last few days.
Yes, she has. She has indeed. And as one player gets injured, for Korea, there's always been somebody to step up and take the strain.
Lee Ming does a little shaking and baking, gets it out to Hwang Si-jin, and she nails it. How about that for big time?
You know, Hwang Si-jin, I thought of a disappointing game yesterday. All the talent that she has, the number 11 for China, just didn't show. They didn't come to the party. But today, a much better showing.
20-19, China on top after one. But those threes are keeping Korea in the game right now. 3 of 4. Well, Nick, it's so far so good for Korea. I think you look at the results in this tournament, you look at how powerful China has been, and the fact that they did lose to a very good Japanese team, and you just think, well, this is their game to win or lose. But perhaps one thing working in Korea's favor is not only history, the fact that they have always gotten to the podium, but the fact that they played a lot of tough games. I mean, they are battle-hardened. They played Australia twice. They played Japan. They've had to dig deep to beat New Zealand. And look at Yao Ming. Who's he on the phone to? Well, he's the Chinese Basketball Association president.
No, is your phone ringing, Jeff?
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry, let me get that. Yeah, hi, Yao. How you doing? Okie dokie. He's saying, don't forget to say I'm also the Fiba Basketball World Cup 2019 ambassador.
You're gonna need to pick your phone up. I don't think he thinks you're not speaking to him. Come on.
And they just dumped it down low, and Lee Yoru, if she catches it that close to the basket, it's over. It's over.
Jeff, I'm telling you one thing. She accumulates points. I think she's gonna have a 30-point night every time she plays.
They've gotten away with a walk. She misses the jumper. And now the entry pass, and Huang Zijing.
I like the way Li Meng plays, Jeff. There's no doubt this is number 6 for China. Big, tall, presence on the floor. Does she lack a bit of quickness? Yeah, I think so. So therefore, that's something she needs to go back and work on, her strength and conditioning, because it doesn't take much to just make that body a little stronger and quicker with a bit of work. But exciting times for China.
It doesn't take long. China, we know they can really turn it up a notch, and Korea has played well, and the coach has done a good job here to get a quick timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 points in a hurry for China, and they weren't in great places for Korea because there were layups against the zone. Jeff, I love the job that Coach Seo, timeout next time. Coach Seo's got the whiteboard, and then somebody has the job of wiping that whiteboard. Now, when I was coaching semi-pro, I was the coach, assistant coach, semi-team manager. I had to go and find out everything. These guys have somebody to wipe the whiteboard. Come on, man. What's going on?
All I can say is you should have coached China. You would have had some more help.
Well, it's Korea, not China, but
or Korea. So, excuse me, or China. Really, you would have had a lot of help.
So,
was that a distraction having to do all that? Did it prevent you from doing your job?
It kept me focused, Jeff. It kept me focused. Eyes on the prize.
In and hands it off.
Yeah, that's a needless foul, Jeff, because in the scheme of things, it was just a real soft one.
Jisoo over to Kim, gets it off just in time, but short, and China just turning it up a notch. You can see it in their play. Can Korea match them? And Lee Yaru that time turned. And the referee that was out of bounds looking over at the other ref for some help. Thought it might have actually gone off Korea, but it's one of the few times Lee has lost it.
Lee looking to the referee said, well, she touched it last, right?
And a nice bounce pass to Sim. And now
Jeff Shouting's done nothing wrong here. Absolutely nothing wrong. The screen stepped up as she was going by. It's a slight moving screen. But I don't know what more you can do defensively to guard that. Li Meng sits down. A good 5 minutes for her. Gao comes in for Huang. A long list of extras on that bench, Jeff. I mean, what we got? Seven members before you get to the first player, including the coach.
Sim back, and again Kim comes to the rescue, so she's coming off the bench and providing a little bit of
She hasn't scored since yesterday's game, semi-final, and straight off the bench and scored today.
Oh, look at him pass it inside. Oh, is that 3 seconds?
How can you have a 3 seconds when you're about to shoot the ball?
Well, maybe the rub of the green on the call going the way of Korea there. Kim sets the pick to free up Sim. Remember, Korea playing a little bit shorthanded, although China are as well. A couple players. Here's Park Ji-soo, turns, puts it up and in. And here they are again, just hanging around.
As soon as they got the switch, it was, she had only one thing on her mind, score.
Shen Yi, good. She's been consistently a threat for this China team.
Yeah, she's done really well. You know, I think if they lack one thing at the guard position, Jeff, it's a bit of speed, but they're consistent, both of them, Li Men and Shen.
Oh, nice pass to Sim, but then she fumbled it. Park Ji-soo gets it. Gotta watch the 3-second call. And Kim gets in on another one from Kim.
Kim Sodam off the bench with 5 quick points.
Korea bench, look at them over there. They're excited. It's almost as if they're surprised to be hanging this tight with China. And that time, Lee, well, she's just got to work on that. I mean, you wouldn't say it was a horrible shot. Now Sim in the open floor, bounce pass, and Kim decides to pass it back outside to Im. Ooh, and they just about hold on. Yep, they do. Im, and they're making China work, and an offensive rebound. Khan.
Well, they're getting run ragged now, Jeff.
Park Ji-soo, ties it at 27. Well, she seems to be moving okay, Park.
Sun Ming Grant's going to come in, replacement as well as she. It'll be interesting to see how that. Nice play.
Oh, they fall asleep. Great find by China. Xiao Shuang just sneaks in on the baseline.
Just right behind, I mean, that's the best place to be, right behind where nobody can see, behind the zone.
But they're solving that pressure easily, aren't they?
It's a great game. Another up and down game that China's involved in. They play at a very fast pace.
Sim into Park. Oh, beautiful pass. They end up three-pointer. And this time off the back of the iron, but Park Ji-soo this time with a rebound on Im was too hard. Park again gets another rebound, and I think we're seeing one of her better games. Sim picks up her dribble, gets it to Park. She's gonna go, pass it back outside. Sim for three! And Park is still crashing the boards, and she smiles as she goes down. And now the hold on Sim.
It's a good foul.
Boy, talk about a frenetic pace.
Yeah, it's a good foul there from Sim So-yeon because it prevented a 5-on-4 break. Gave Park Ji-soo a chance to get back. She'll come out now, I think, for a rest here. There's the backdoor pass to Zhao. 5-for-5 substitution, Jeff. Taking the book out the Chinese Taipei team. Now let's see how as effective they are without Li Yaru in the game, because I think there's a big drop when they go 25 without her.
Oh, nice reach inside, and is that going to be a foul on Liu? Yes, it is. She lost the ball. So again, terrific play. Terrific play from Kang. So Sun Mingran in the game. You know, her lack, a little bit of lack of mobility for Sun might help Korea, but she also provides a perimeter threat, and she brings a lot of experience.
There's a mismatch here if Yim can take advantage, and they've lost it now.
In goes right at Huang. Oh, there. Li Ming reaches up and takes it away. And she gets it to Huang, and a three-point play opportunity.
You know, Li Meng's got such great vision, Jeff. This is a I wouldn't say she's driven the ball up the floor with any elegance, but look at that pass, the vision to see that. Got it out of her hands quickly, sees the cut and Huang to the hoop.
One shot.
And does not convert. And now it's a break again. And Yim, well, China, I suppose, are willing to give that away.
Yeah, tough one. Yim's only option, really. There's no point driving in there.
And the pass to Huang, and lays it up, and another timeout as the lead goes to 6.
I'm going to show you a difference in a minute between having Li Yaru on the floor and Sun Mingran there. Li Yaru will take you deep into the paint with her post up because of the weight. Sun Mingran, she's mid-post, at least 2 feet outside the lane, less as effective, you see, and I think that's the difference between the two players. And Sun Mingran, how much experience has she got? But doesn't have that weight and that size to really count.
But making some passes.
Yeah. Jeff, you look at the under-19s are playing now in Italy, the women's under-19s. Vadieva's there. She's touted as being an outstanding 4/5 player, 6'7". You know, you've got Li Yaru, who could be at that tournament. Park Ji-soo could be at that tournament. I don't think Korea in there, really. I'm not sure. But anyway, Li Yaru definitely. You've got some talent coming through.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Those two. Of course, Fujioka's, she looks like she might be that young, but she's actually 23.
Yeah.
Huang is still young.
You mentioned about her numbers at the under-19 level weren't that good. Your under-18 level was good.
This goes to show you just got to keep working.
Yeah, and I think I made the point to you, maybe body frame for Fujioka limited her at the younger age group.
That's going to be too long. And coming from behind, the foul, Kang.
Ji-soo will come back in. She looked walking gingerly. We think it's a left ankle.
Now Huang's been a problem, and she gets it down low. Now Sun Mingran overshot everything.
You can see the way Sun Mingran walks, Jeff. The left knee that's heavily strapped is limiting her ability in certain areas.
taken away from Son, or no, was it Liu? Anyway, Kang goes down, attacks the rim. Liu kept the pressure on. And Li Ming, and again, they feed down low, and she takes it back outside. And the shot is good, the three-pointer.
Li Ming can shoot it, there's no doubt about it.
We saw her rush up the three last night in a crucial situation. But yeah, she can definitely hit it. In, and gets two of them back.
How well does she catch and shoot? Just get her feet squared up. Soft touch, number 11 for Korea.
That's very. And the long shot is good. It's off target, and it goes back over to Korea. So Huang Xijin goes out. China leading 36-29, and ball going back over to Korea. So with 2:40 remaining, you know, it's kind of touch and go for Korea here. They're on the ropes a little bit.
Zone for China, Jeff.
Active zone.
Korea by surprise.
In, on target, and that's the three. You play a zone, you got to have a zone buster on the other team.
It's, I'd say
10 points for her. Yeah. 2 of 3 from the arc.
She's class.
Gao Song answers on the baseline.
That's a clever offense. Back screen the back of the zone, bring the back man out, and then just give it to the corner. Nice standard play that China have down pat.
Oh, nice drive, but doesn't finish from Sim. Hong Pen has that soft touch and doesn't get the friendly roll. Now in, looks to attack. And Li Ming slows her up. An offensive foul called on Park Ji-soo with the screen.
Again, I'm going to question this one, Jeff. Maybe we're getting replay to see what she actually did, but Park Hannah in the game for the foul. How does that happen, Jeff?
You know, Park Hannah comes in for the first time.
Oh, how on earth does that happen?
What, for the first time?
Yeah, with 1:30 to play.
Well, they've kept it close. Maybe he just feels like his lineup is right. Oh boy, she's just like shooting free throws out there on the arc. And that takes it up to 9. China, again, showing they are mentally tough. They were mentally tough against Japan until about the 35-minute mark. And Park, boy, that was some type of great catch. And then she takes it all the way right at Hong Pen.
Look how quickly they get it down the floor.
Here's Huang. Has it knocked out of her hands. It might get her out of the game. Son Mingran's going to come in for Huang.
Say Lee for the second half, obviously.
And good hands by Kang. Just Korea now trying to stay within touch. They don't want this to get away anymore. Zhao Xuan coming back in with Sun. You see Park Ji-soo, she had to make a great catch. She wasn't expecting the pass. And then she took it all the way. So
yeah.
Kind
good
of
move in the end, good recovery.
Almost a busted play, actually. Gao, and outside, Zhao Xuan rims out, and they need to hold it for one, presumably. comes over to take it. Look at the D from China. Good final seconds, ticking off the clock. Are they aware? And both players go down in a clump. I think they're okay.
Jeff, the great thing about that was the defense made the offense go back door. That made Kwok made that cut, and then the help side came over and smothered it out. Just wonderful pressure from the Chinese. Here's the play. There's the back door cut. She comes over. No foul. That's fine.
So a little bit of a body on body there at the end of the quarter. It's 41-34 in favor of China at halftime. Well, as you look at the stats, both teams with 4 threes to fall. China shading the rebounding, 20-17. Each team doing a pretty good job on the offensive glass. We'll be back. More action coming your way here from Bengaluru, India. 41-34, China on top of Korea in the third place game here at the Fiba Women's Asia Cup. And we are in Bangalore, India. Bengaluru, India, and it's the Chinese have been threatening to open up a lead, then Korea come back. The dam has not burst yet, but it has shown signs of bursting. The biggest lead for China, well, they went on a 9-0 run to go up 36-27, and but Korea battled back, and now they trail by 7.
Yep. In years gone by, you'd watch the Chinese basketball team and you'd not been as enthused as you are. I've seen them play the last 2 nights. I've 6 games now in general. I'm so excited to watch them play every time they play now, because they play up and down. They've got a go-to player that is the best in the world for a position potentially. Just outstanding, and they're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch, and they, you know what? A team puts pressure on them, hits a jump shot, they go right down and hit a jump shot. A team misses a shot, they quickly get into transition, as you say, and get a layup. I mean, they're working hard. They're working hard on defense, and I'm sure that if they can win this game against a very determined Korea team, it'll at least assuage or take away some of the sting from yesterday's, shall we say, lack of execution over the last 5 minutes when they let a 9-point lead over Japan slip in the semifinal.
Compared to the style that you see in Europe, and I have to say I'm more excited about what I see here from the top 3 teams, and Korea especially as well, but not to a different degree. I see more upside than these top 3 teams. If you count China above Korea, which we're probably going to get to shortly, but than I do in some countries in Europe.
Well, you know what? In Korea, let's don't write them off. They've had a tough tournament. They haven't been at their best, but they won a game they had to win against New Zealand. It was a tough game. They won it by 15. And here they are. They've really come out and traded blows with a very good China team. But both of these teams will be at the World Cup next year in Spain. So it's an exciting prospect for Asia. Well, we're in Bengaluru, India, folks. It's the second half of the third place game between Korea and China. China on top by 7. And Korea, here's Park Hana. She came in right at the end of the first half. Lee Yuru, the big center, in, and it's a little bit of a mismatch here. Park Ji-soo took the shot. Sim gets the rebound. They hand it off to Im, and she kind of sneaks in there, gets that shot up very quickly.
What a pass from Sim.
I think she caught Lee Yuru by surprise with the quick shot. Yao Ming in the stands. Oh, look at this. Park Hana reads the telegraph pass and says, I'll take that, thank you very much. And 4 quick points by Korea. And they cut it to just 3.
But there's an offense there to get Lee Yuru down in the low block, but there's no screen set. It was poorly executed.
And Xiao Ting gets in and gets blocked. And great play, probably good decision by Park Hana not to go for it. And Korea, how many times do you talk about needing a good start if you're trailing against a team like China? Korea have come out and scored, and 4 straight points, and that time Park Ji-soo flung it up there. She wishes she had that back. Good
Very
hands.
unfortunate, wouldn't she?
Now Gao Song on the baseline. Lee Yuru goes up for the board. And, oh, the ball's going to be awarded to China.
Rewarded with the effort there, Lee Yuru. Kept it alive. Can't think she wasn't close to touching that last. Shouting out for that last play, and the coach, Xu Yimin's going to let her know about it.
He's the type of coach where if you make a mistake, you're coming right out. Of course, we used to see that a little bit with Tom Marr as well. And what a quality move. Scoring with the left hand.
It was class, wasn't it?
Back to a 5-point advantage. Amazing how this game is. You know, Park Ji-soo at the other end had a very makeable shot. He missed it. And now the ball goes out of bounds, so they have that great start, and all of a sudden it's China that again have a chance to go back in front by 7.
Yeah, Jeff, again, credit to Lee Yaru. She ended up with a switch in the end, but as soon as she found her player was going to be making the pass, got up tight to her, made the pass difficult.
Chen Yi up, and now she pulls up and banks it in.
Yeah, heady play, bank open.
She's not flashy, but she's effective. In. Now Park Ji-soo fouled down low by Gao Song. Bit of a mismatch.
What do you think of the countries in Europe, Jeff, that we see a lot more of? How many of them play a 5-man game? You know, a game where they can throw the ball in the post. There are not many at all, are there?
You really have to think, oh, look at that, and clearing out the foul on the moving screen, and now they're going to say you're going to call a technical if you complain anymore, Korea bench, but they took exception to the foul on Sim for setting the pick.
She ended up on the floor. I'd love to see that again.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to see a replay of that. They weren't happy with it. Lee Yaru came off a little bit worse for wear as well. Well, it would have been a layup for Korea, but instead it's an offensive foul. Oh, nice help. Lu Wen over to Gao Song. Back over to Zhao Xuan. Offensive foul called. Was it Zhao Xuan?
Yeah, it was.
Hooking.
Oh, maybe it was Lee Yaru. Oh, maybe it was Gao. There's the foul against Sim, and I guess it's the fact that she never got a great position, but I think she's got a little bump as well.
Very difficult shot taken by Kwak. And now the dump down low, and Lee Yaru, and she's fouled by Park Ji-soo.
Just outstanding high-low work. Look at this. They go diagonally with that pass to create more problems for Park Ji-soo. That pass got to go a long way, but it's made for the fact that Lee Yaru is so good at creating contact and making use of space.
Lee Yaru converts the three-point play, and now the lead is its biggest of the game for China, 10 points. And you wouldn't have seen this coming at the start of the half with those 4 quick points by Korea. Oh, Park Ji-soo, you just feel like she's not healthy. And over and back, the call against Im in Korea.
Welcome into the game, the referee's whistle. We've lost. That should have been called a travel, surely. The amount of ground that Park Ji-soo covered without dribbling.
9 turnovers apiece.
That's very good, though, isn't it, really, Jeff? You think about it. 25 minutes gone, and neither team is double figures.
Now Lu Wen scrapping down low with Kang, number 3. Chen Yi. Oh, Kwak almost snuck in there and took that pass. Gao Song, that was short. Now in, quick pass. Did a good job getting the ball in the hands of Sim. Now Im is going to take it back. Kang fighting through the screen with Chen Yi. Oh, look at that. Look at the pressure from China. It's impressive.
Yeah, and well read there by Zhao on the far side. Was it Lu Wen? Lu Wen 10. just the ability to read the next look on the offense. Li Meng comes in the game, Jeff. This is usually a time for China to take a full advantage offensively with Li Meng in the game.
They make the pass over to the right. Kang for three. And in, instead of rebounding it, tried to tap it, but China was there. Now the dump to Liu, and this time Park Ji-soo read the pass.
Yeah, and look, making the pass without the look too. I thought that was a cardinal sin there for Guo.
Sim, oh, look at that. Liu Wen just reaches in and takes it. 3-on-1, back to Liu Wen. Beautiful fast break for China. And the Korea coach has seen enough. He's going to try to slow down this machine.
Yeah, that's fairly convincing, isn't it? Look at the defense from Liu Wen there. I love this little give and go 2-on-1. Keep the ball moving, make the defense wonder where it's going next. Seo now has problems.
But you can't emphasize enough how short-handed this Korea team is without Kim Danby and Kim Bayo.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bai as well. Bai is number 10 that usually comes in as backup for the 5. Bai. You say Bai, I say Bai.
Well, she's out, so that's 3 key players. So they've done well to keep it as close as they have. But now you just feel the pressure is constant from China. And I think a couple of times Park Ji-soo's body's let her down, her ankles, she's crumpled to the court.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Jeff. There's, you know, 18 years of age, she probably puts in her fair share of training. Liu Ru's numbers look another double-double looming for her. Talking to Coach Michelle Timms, assistant coach of China, she talked about her willingness to learn at such a young age too. She's going to be one of the best, that's for sure.
And Park Ji-soo thought about taking the 3. And Sim drives in. Throws it up a little bit too hard. And Sun Min-gran hustles down. She's got the bum left knee. Here she's got it.
Oh, wow. Huang is wide open.
Look at him pass it. Huang Xijing. And that was a big-time rebound from Park Ji-soo.
Yeah, nice box out. It was important she got the body on Sun Min-gran as well.
They, you know, Korea need Park Ji-soo to play a lot more minutes. That's a luxury that China have. They can take Liu Ru out, bring in Hwang Hong-pen.
Yeah.
They can bring in Sun Min-gran and Park Ji-soo, especially even with all the injuries. I mean, she just has to be out there, and you can see that she can only do so much.
Yeah. She's the one-man band, as you say. Flying solo in that position.
Xiao Ting drives in. Look at that. And Park Ji-soo battling for the ball. Couldn't get it. Comes back to 14. And she's struggling just to get up the floor, really. Number 19. There's Park. And her pass intercepted by Huang Xijing. Now quickly to Huang. And into Sun Min-gran, and another basket for China.
Hey, that's why they're fun to watch. You know, you got to recommend to any team you coach, just run the ball, get it ball down the other end as quick as you can and see what develops. Good things happen when you work hard.
Park Ha-na gets
Nice
it
ball.
inside. Good response. Not sure what the Korea coach is asking. Is he saying sit back in a 2-3 zone? Oh, that's a break. That'll go off of Xiao Ting. Park Hye-na, oh, beautiful play. Oh, you got to make that shot if you're Kim. But she's under pressure. The Chinese are just everywhere. Shot clock winding down. Park's got to put it up, and hand in the face misses everything. All credit to the Chinese pressure.
Yeah, nice defense from Huang, and I think the fact that the shot clock was running down meant that Park Ji-soo takes that shot. Otherwise, she does. Look, she's exhausted, Jeff. Hands on her knees. 6th game. I mean, I'm tired just watching 6 games. Doing 5 games a day.
We've heard some praise from the players.
Shocking pass from Xiao Ting right to
Xiao Ting into Huang Xijing, and Xiao Ting misses. Now Park Hye-na. Sim goes right down the lane, and now a little bit of hope from Kong. Another 3-pointer for her. Gets it back to 11.
Yeah, nice play. Look at that pass. How many times do you ever see? Have you ever seen China have the 5-man, the 5-player run the floor so hard and get a willing pass from the point guard?
I'm not sure what the coach was saying to her, but goodness me, I mean, Son Min-grun is struggling just to get down the court.
But Jeff, she was
made
the
a great
first player down the floor.
Yeah.
The 5s on this team, they run the rim so hard.
And now a wide open shot for Huang Xijing. The lead goes back to 13. And good response, and all of a sudden Kong is ringing him up again. Kong.
I question whether Park's going to come out the 4th quarter, Jeff. She went down again then in those last game, and
she needs a breather.
Yeah, she does. Lee Ru on the high post, like a lighthouse out there.
Look at this.
Beautiful.
It's just that if she's not out there, that pass there becomes even easier, but it's the Chinese coming out of in waves. The final seconds ticking off the clock. Yes, and just beautiful play. Just could not finish, and you feel for Park Ji-soo. She is given everything she's got. You can't fault the effort. I mean, you feel bad for her, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. What a pass. Laid on a plate. Look at that thing. Unlucky. That's just tough.
She's tired. It's like you've been running suicide sprints at the end of practice.
You know, and coaches say use your left hand, and unfortunately let her down there.
So the drip effect of China now 22 of 44 inside the arc. As we look at the highlights, Mick, you know, just touching further on the point of Park Ji-soo, it's the nature of international competition, tournament play, game after game after game, and by the end of it, you know what, especially if you're carrying a niggle or a couple knocks and she's got some ankles, you know, you can only do so much, and it's the type of, you know, she's a once, perhaps for Korea, a once-in-a-lifetime player, once-in-a-lifetime talent. Starting for them when she's 15 at the Fiba Women's Basketball World Cup. So, you know, you got to celebrate the fact that they've got her, but there comes a time when she needs to take a seat.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully she'll get
and she will here.
A month's rest, maybe. Now China's going to throw it inside, absolutely, without Park Ji-soo on the floor.
Li Ming over to Huang, who's been excellent today. And can't get it to fall. Kong's brought a little bit of magic to this Korean lineup the last few games. Stepping up. And Kwak takes the jumper, goes in and out. And into Lee Yoru. And then follows up the miss. And how in the world did Korea come away with not giving away points?
Almost too easy, wasn't it?
Sim pulls up. And Kim comes from behind and fouls Li Ming.
Lee Yoru going to come out, Jeff, because the layup missed.
Do you think that's why, or do you think?
Can't think of any other reason, Jeff.
It's kind of the advantage that they have when she's out on the floor.
Oh, yeah. That girl gives nothing but effort, I'm telling you. That girl gives nothing but 150%. Great cut there from
Li Ming for three. Oh, great box out. Great box out. And the foul on Gao Song.
Yeah, just pulling back on the, she goes to try and get an offensive rebound.
Sun will come in for Huang. Sim pulls up. The well is dry right now for Korea. And it's also one shot and out. Park Han-na is going to come in. There's Lu Win bending over, catching her breath. Zhao Swan gets it over to Sun. Sun being aggressive. And the pass behind Kwak.
Yeah, it's gone a bit flat in the game right now. A few mistakes, not enough quality.
I think some of it's tiredness.
Yeah, and China aren't out of the woods yet. You know, this game's not over and done with. Nice play from Li Ming.
Li Ming and draws the foul. Now a chance for China to go in front by 16.
Jeff, this young lady has 1 year to get ready for the World Championships, and she can be a big, big factor. Tall, strong. You know, the quickness might be something that eludes her, but, you know, it's good brain on her.
Yes, it's the quickness factor against the elite teams that worries me about Lee, and I'm sure, you know, she's fully aware of that. Timeout by Korea.
Li Yoru top scorer again, Jeff. It's phenomenal how much impact this young lady has. They've got a real talent here in this 18-year-old. And as we saw yesterday, first half against Japan, without her, it's a different team. She's a game breaker. She's
one of the great.
breaker.
Park Ji-soo coming back in. It's going to be one of the great mysteries of, you know, of Asian basketball, of Asia. What happened to Lee Yoru in the first half?
It'll be a question you'll be able to ask Coach one day, maybe.
Yes, she's going to come back in now.
I don't want to see them play without her on the floor, Jeff. It's that bad. Because she's so smart, so intelligent, so influential. It's a good move, actually, because Park Ji-soo comes back in and the response is, go with your icebreaker.
Well, we don't know how much Park Ji-soo can give here, but she's just been to the fuel station, gotten a little bit of extra. Oh, and now she has the ball taken away from her. And Lee Yoru missed the layup.
She might be on the bench straight away. Coach has got a bit ballistic. But how can you fault the effort? Sure, she missed a layup and she'll learn. But she runs so willingly. Like a thoroughbred out there, Jeff.
Park Hana thought about it. Shot clock winding down. No, they're not going to get a shot off. That was Park Hana's shot. She's got to look at the. She's got to look up at the shot clock.
Coach the man was shouting orders and pointing at his watch. I'm sure it's to look at the time or something, but it was just the idea of looking at his watch rather than the scoreboard.
16-point lead for China. A three would be a dagger. A two would just keep the pressure on. Now Park Hana brings it up. Now Kim, I think we probably both agree that coming up in the title game, Australia are marginal favorites. Remember, it's a rematch of a group phase game. They really had to shoot well to beat. Well, they shot very well when they beat them.
I'm going to worry about being underdogs.
Nice block. And Lee Yoru unsuccessful on that one. Presumably she's going to come out. Park back outside, and nope. The well is definitely dry for Korea.
Yeah, it has. I'm not sure they haven't scored for a long, long time.
Well, they had 45 points at the end of the third quarter, so just 2 points for them in the first 4.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Gao Song puts it up. And Sha Lu Win for the offensive rebound and putback.
Yeah, Park's done, Jeff. She's done. They got to get her out. Otherwise, it's going to be a serious, possibly serious injury.
Here's Park. And just a bit of a, is that a misread with Park, or just, well, they're going to stick with her. I'm with you. It's kind of uncomfortable watching Park right now because you know that she is exhausted.
Well, she's looking over to the bench. Oh, she just told the coach, now I can't go on.
I got to come out.
Fair enough, yeah.
Do you think it's an injury, or do you think it's just exhaustion?
Well, she's holding the back of her knee now, Jeff. If you look closely when she goes, it was the ankle.
I think she's just all banged up.
See the back of her knee there?
Hamstring
just hold
or
it.
knee?
Yeah, could well be.
She's going to lie down. I hate to see it. I really appreciate her talent and skill. I mean, she is something else. And offensive foul on Kim, kind of sliding in.
Yeah, Li Men hit the deck hard there.
Oh, is it Li Ming down there?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to help her up. There she is. She looks okay. So China in command, 16-point lead. And looking like they're going to close in on the spot on the podium, winning the third place game. It's going to take something extraordinary, and sure enough, the determination is there. And I think it was there yesterday as well. I just think that they ran into a Japanese team that made the plays when they had to. China didn't execute a couple of times.
Well, you're 9 up with 5 to play, Jeff. You put yourself in a position to win, don't you? And as we said in commentary, just a couple of jump shots is all it takes.
Pass down low.
That's simple. That is so simple.
Takes it up to a 20-point lead. Well, you want to get to the top in Asia, you got to go up against teams like China, Australia, and now Japan. And definitely the bar does look like it's been raised. And that was Quack who got too far underneath the basket. So under 4 minutes to go. I really do, I think traditionally we've seen some of the Asian teams struggle against the European nations, but I was at the Eurobasket Women, and I genuinely believe these Asian teams, the elite Asian teams, the top three, China, Japan, and obviously Australia, easily could compete with the best teams that are in the Eurobasket Women.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Maybe there'll be some people that disagree with me, but how do you assess it? Well, you assess it by how do these teams play when they play Australia. I mean, they're a top team coming in. They play great. We know that Japan, even without Takashiki, have looked very good, and without Yoshida.
I think one thing, Jeff, is that France and Spain podium finishes 1-2 for the last. I don't know. Take the Serbia time Serbia won it, take it out. But besides that, France, Spain, always top 2. The number 3 has always changed, hasn't it? It's always been a variable. Who's third best? That tells me straight there that there are really 2 powerhouses in Europe, and everybody else is playing a little catch-up.
USA a clear number 1,
and these 3 teams here would fit with those top 2 there.
Well, yeah, it's tough to say. Spain, it's difficult to say, really. I mean, Spain might be a notch above, slightly. Japan,
yeah, absolutely,
maybe not so much Australia, but maybe yes. But other than that, I don't think anybody else in Europe at this stage you could say would be better than the Australia that we've watched here.
Yeah.
France's defense is pretty tough, but Japan will play a fast game. France will want to slow it down. And turns it over. So it goes back over with 2:44 remaining. I mean, Japan beat France at the Olympics, 79-71, which just kind of illustrates that.
Yeah, true.
And you see Park Ji-soo back in the game, and didn't think we were going to see her again.
Back in, just ever willing for the cause, isn't she?
The long one is good from Li Ming. I think if anybody was disappointing at the Olympics, it was China, and especially in their first game against Canada, blown out by 22 points. But But you know what? That team did not have Lee Yoru. And nice penetration. Oh, you got to make that.
Oh, Jeff, there's no doubt about it. Without the Yoru, this is a back-in-the-pack ordinary team.
You replace Chen Nan, who would have been 33, 34 at the Olympics, with 18-year-old Lee Yoru, and you've got a different ball game. And nice drive. China just putting an exclamation mark on this. You know what? You can't fault Korea with their focus, their determination coming out today. They really came out and played hard. But at the end of the day, you got to have the horses. And I think China have a few more horses in their stable. Here's Park Ji-soo.
Tough matchup for Huang, and there's very few people on the floor can guard Park Ji-soo.
And also what's impressive about China getting this type of performance, playing without Chen Xiaojia, their normal starter at point guard with a broken finger. Look at Huang Xijing.
Just a great offensive player, Huang Xijing.
China will go as far as their defense takes them in the next couple of years, next year at the World Cup, and as well as Lee Yoru, you'd have to say. That is a weapon. She will be 1 year older. How good will they be when they show up in Spain?
Yeah.
How much better will Huang Xijing be? She seems to have taken a step forward this summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there, Park Ji-soo swats Xiao Ting. And Xiao Ting gets it right back, but an over and back call against Gao Song. Korea, they've got question marks. Who's going to be in their team? But Yao Ming has to like the way the team has bounced back tonight. Look at him. He's got a, I guess you would call that a satisfied look on his face. We'll see what the celebrations are like for China as they get that place on the podium. Well, it's an air ball to finish things off, but they win at 75-51. I guess they're going to be somewhat tempered celebrations, knowing that their main aim was to get to the top of the podium. But they win at 75-51 over Korea.
Yeah, comprehensive, Jeff, in the end. You can't argue 51 points for Korea is never going to be enough to think you can actually overcome this powerhouse. 75 for China, yeah, okay. This is a 90-point team, Jeff. They didn't get there, but they played decently. Still maintain that the young 18-year-old was taken out at times in the game. You think, no, there's no way. She needs to play. This is a world powerhouse with her in the game. Stats-wise, not much you can glean from that, except Korea underperformed inside and outside the three-point line.
Rebounding edge to China. No real surprise from that standpoint. I guess the question really I have for you, Mick, is has China taken a step forward this year? You wouldn't know it if you just look at the end result because they're going to finish third. But have they taken a step forward? And I suppose you'd have to say yes.
Yeah.
Just take away that loss to Japan, the last, what, 4 minutes? And this is a team that probably would be in the final.
Don't forget, Jeff, that there would have been questions asked of whether to bring Lee Yoru here, because the under-19, she would have been very valuable playing for them. So to make that decision to bring them here, bring her here rather than to the 19s is a key sign that she was ready to play, and this is her future.
Well, Yao Ming is going to step out there and get in the team photo. Look at him. What an inspiration.
If these photographers get out of the way, we can get a photograph too.
Yeah, they're going to be in our way, aren't they? No, we're not going to get it.
Not going to happen.
Anyway, well, you can get it on TV there if you like. So also got the organizing committee and everybody else. I'm surprised they didn't ask you to get into it, Nick.
I'm going to stand up and get a photograph, Jeff.
That's a good idea. So China have signed off with a win. And here's some of the highlights. Remember, Korea started the second half
faces,
very
Jeff.
well.
See it.
They started very well, didn't they?
We should go and high-five them after the game, should we?
Who's that?
China. After they didn't get one last night.
How do you, I guess with Korea, you would have to say this was a tournament where they had their struggles, but they accomplished their ultimate aim, which was to get to the World Cup.
Yeah, Jeff, come on. You know, all this team now, they've got 1 year to get ready for this, the great party that is the World Championship. What a great event it's going to be in sunny Spain. All the selfies, Jeff.
And now the dump.
And the youngster Lee's going to get the interview with TV. It's going to be a big moment for him.
Maybe they're going to say, what did you think when you didn't play in the first quarter yesterday? For the first half. Were you surprised? And do you think she'll be honest?
Yeah. Diplomatic and honest.
So, I don't know what else to say really about China and Korea. It's a really hard-fought game. Really until the end, we saw Korea just kind of literally run out of fuel in the fourth quarter. And, you know, the effort was there, and China just had too much. So Korea, nevertheless, will be at the World Cup. They got the big win they needed over New Zealand. And we would expect Park Ji-soo just to show up and be that little bit better next year. Hopefully she'll be healthy. They'll have a good team. And hopefully China can build on what was overall a positive FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Zhao Xuan back in the lineup as well. She wasn't there last year. So
I think they need 3 players, Jeff. 3 players to add to this squad, and they'll be
China.
set. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. China win at 75-51.